Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christy. For over 4 years, I lived and traveled in a casita travel trailer, but now I'm living solo in a 20-foot cargo van that I'm self-converting while I'm on the road. I'd love to take you along with me on my adventures, exploring new places, learning new things, and figuring out this thing called life. So let's get to it. Don't forget, if you like what you see, hit that like and subscribe button to follow along. So I want to start this video off by introducing the characters as they appear in order. Tyler and Jess are up first. They basically spearheaded and organized this entire trip. In fact, several of us met at their house to kick off the adventures. Next are Alan and Susie, and you'll hear their story later in the video. This is day one around our first fire camp of the trip. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
What did you prepare for us this evening?
Today on the delightful menu, we're going to have a stuffed pork tenderloin, cream cheese wrapped in bacon. We're eating everything but the swine here. Paired with a nice fresh vinegar coleslaw, a little bit of homemade jalapeno bread from the lovely lady. All in good company. You couldn't ask for anything better.
This is only day two, Chef Tyler. What are we having for breakfast?
That's it. We're going to indulge in a nice German pancake topped with a blueberry, a couple sunny side up eggs, and a little powdered sugar for garnish.
Yeah. Oh yeah. After filling up on a delicious breakfast, it was time to get the campers ready to go. Time to fill up the tanks with water, check the air pressure, any other maintenance that needed to be done before hitting the road to meet some other folks. There's just getting the inside of their camper ready before we head out.
What you think, young lady? You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this. See this? This is how the magic happens. It starts with that. And he makes masterpieces out of it.
After a little more fun getting the rest of the groceries, we met up with Blair and Jeanette, and then we all headed as a group over to the springs at the Balmorhea State Park. The water was cold. I opted not to get in. It was also getting late in the day, but these guys had a blast. Say hello, Jeanette.
Be careful. The very last, in the water.
Jump in, just jump.
I mean, everything
Get it
over
over
here
with.
is like frozen.
Jeanette,
There we go.
there you go.
Feels like I'm in It smells like fish.
After everyone got dried off, we made a quick pit stop and then headed to our first boondocking location of the entire trip. Now, it was already dark when we got there, but thankfully our friend Russ and his dog Maggie got there first. They had picked out a good location, and then John joined them and was there waiting when the rest of the group got there. Because it was so late when we arrived, Chef Tyler jumped right in, got the campfire going, and started on the yummy dinner, as always. Because it was so dark, we couldn't see what our surroundings were. But when we got up the next morning, it was absolutely beautiful. Now, I'll put links or coordinates to all of these BLM locations that we stopped at, but I will tell you, to start the trip with this one was absolutely fantastic. I just put out one solar panel so I could soak up a little bit of that free energy, and then Russ, Maggie, and I took a little hike, wanted to see what our surroundings were before everybody packed up and we started heading off to our next destination. Several people in the crew wanted to go into Mexico and have lunch and just kind of check things out, but... So Alan, what seems to be the trouble here?
I have blown out a wheel bearing
Just now?
on the way here.
Okay, so check this out, guys. But luckily, we have the parts, yes, and
Yes,
the
we have the
manpower
parts.
to fix it right here on the spot. All right.
I'm telling you, if I would have drug Alan all the way down here and we'd have done that by ourselves, we'd be calling AAA. Our heads too.
And here we have Chef Tyler doubling as Mechanic Tyler, doing what looks like giving a little class. They had all the parts except for one thing they needed to seal, and they had to go back into Mexico, but luckily Alan found his part. They got to enjoy the time, and then we were off to the next destination. You guys know I'm a solo traveler normally, but there is just something special about sharing the sunrises and the sunsets with such an amazing group of people, just laid back people, go with the flow. We really had such a good time.
Okay, taking over Tiny Texan's video this morning. Y'all can see the beautiful sunset, or sunrise, sorry. Do you have anything you want to say? This is taking over her video.
You got to be careful the kind of company you're going to bring because
you never know.
that's going to set up the entire trip. We got to take care of this lady over here. It's a full-time job, but we wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah, don't forget to enjoy the little things.
This is the real world of traveling RV life. After enjoying a good lunch, we found this place called Little Anthony's Diner, and they are a Harvest Host location also, I believe, but they were nice enough to let everybody dump their tanks there for free, fill up with some water for free. Big shout out to them. That was very nice of them to let us do this. Now, me in the van, I don't have to worry about any of that, but I still loved my casita, guys. So we finally made it to Quartzsite, and there was already a fiberglass camper gathering kind of thing in progress. We kind of stayed together in our group as far as where we parked, but we did go down and meet the other folks. And just being in Quartzsite and seeing all of the different trailers there that just go boondocking is a neat experience in itself.
What is on the agenda for the first meal?
For today's delicacy, we're going to have a southern throwback of red beans, rice, fresh sausage from HEB, and a little bit of vinegar coleslaw. How about it?
Oh, look at that. Thank you, Chef.
Not a problem, Mother.
Wow, didn't know that was going to come on. Sorry.
What's that picture of?
Amateur action.
Next morning, I was ready to get up early and go hiking, and I was told about this really cool sundial art piece that someone had made. The artist's name is Diane. Here's an aerial view for you. She didn't want to be on camera, but what a work of art and labor of love this beautiful piece in the middle of the desert was. So I am hiking up to Dome Rock here in Quartzsite, and the last little bit that goes up is fairly steep, but I'm told there's a little cave up here, so it's really why I wanted to come up here and check it out. But like I said, it's a little steep, and you're walking on rocks that are constantly moving, so better be worth it. So I'm assuming this is what they're calling the cave, but they have really good pictures of people down in it, and this is just a closed mine. This is not the one, surely, that they were talking about. That just looks like a closed mine shaft. Oh, bummer. Let's see if there's anything up there. Oh, looky here. Now, suppose we're not supposed to go down in here, but you know, it's not closed all the way, right? So let's do this. Whoa. Okay, I found it. I don't know how far that goes back, but that's pretty dang cool. That's cool. I mean, that goes way back in there. I need lights if I'm gonna do that. So I was just going to check out the main entrance to the cave here, or the mine shaft rather, and a nice lady named Ann walked up, and I asked if she might want to go in and explore it with me. So I came back out, and the two of us went in together with double lights so that we could really see what was going on and make sure that we were safe.
There we go.
Here we are inside the cave.
And I will put my Tiny Texan Adventures on here.
How cool is it?
Ta-da!
Look, let's see your face. Look over here. Yeah. Pretty cool. We're at the end of the cave.
That's cool. Slippery. So the problem with coming down this rock is that every place you step, the rocks move. They are not steady. They're not, they look like they're in pretty good, they're anchors, but they're not. They are just moving. So that's kind of fun. And I get to go all the way down that.
Really couldn't wait to get back to the camp to tell the crew about some of the cool things I found, and I wanted to take them back to the cave. I was starving when I got back, and thanks to Tyler, dinner was done, of course.
No, I don't mean to do that to you.
Another nightly fire camp, and then we got up early the next morning, and the whole crew went up to see the cool sights that I found yesterday. So we are on our way to Dome Rock, the cave that we found yesterday. I don't want to fall.
Look at Maggie. She's already in the front.
Hey, Mags. I didn't see any snakes or scorpions or anything yesterday.
Oh, there's something. Look at that. Is it grass somebody put there or somebody else?
I think some critters tried to build a nest.
This is so cool. Blair, take pictures. I've never been in a cave in my life. This is freaking awesome. No, I've been in the caverns. So. I know. This is so cool. Oh yeah, caverns. I've been to caverns too. This is so neat. So fucking neat.
All right,
Who built this?
there's your book back there.
Do we know who built this?
It was a mine shaft, is
Oh,
what
it
they
was
were
a
saying,
mine
yeah. Gotta sign your book down there.
Oh, okay.
You way down in there, like a lake.
Blair, you want me to sign your name or you want to sign it yourself?
He made it down here, he's gotta sign it.
Hell yeah, I'm signing my own.
This is it.
This ain't no Mr. and Mrs. Adams right now.
Stop it, John.
Good morning. Time to wake up. See what it's doing outside. It is morning. It is time to get up and tidy up this mess. I left Indy a bit of a mess last night when I went to bed. I was very tired. I haven't even picked up my shower, although I was letting the shower curtain dry out a little bit overnight, but it's a mess in here, so time to get up and So here we are on day 3 in Quartzsite. The wind the last few nights has been a little crazy, and so you can imagine the havoc that it wreaks on long hair. I will tell you guys that the new shower setup that I came up with has been working fabulously, but I would guess that anything with all the desert wind and all the sand that's everywhere, I would guess that even just pouring a bottle of water over your skin would make it feel better. So it looks like most of the crew has decided to go into Mexico today. I'm opting to stay behind, and I think my buddy Russ is going to, so we're just going to kind of explore around here. But I will tell you, I think this is day 6 or 7 of the Boondocking caravan thing. I'm having a blast. I will tell y'all that I have really enjoyed being on the road again, and having the ability to have a different front yard and backyard and open the side door of Indy here and just have these panoramic views that have been wonderful. I think my soul really needed this. It has been so good for me to be back out here and mixed into nature again as much as we have been. Time to get the solar panels charging for the day. Like I said, the sun is just now coming up, but it provides plenty of power to charge up the Jackery to 100%. There's my solar shower that I have out warming up my water for my shower, and I'll show you guys that in a little bit. Time to get some energy going in here. Also gets a little toasty out here in the desert during the day. I want to have the van door open and my vent open on top, but I don't want all the bugs flying in, so I'm going to put up my screen for the day, show you guys what that looks like. I love this thing. It was not the most expensive one, but it certainly works in a pinch, and it helps definitely out here. And just like that, my fancy screen is deployed as well. And this thing has the magnetic opening, so when I want to go, I just pull it apart and then it closes back. So love this thing. Like I said, it's one of the cheaper ones, but I've had it for almost a year now, and it has held up perfectly. And when I get done, I can literally just yank it down, pull it up, and toss it in the
Yeah,
Jess on the grill today. Look at this mess.
Come here, Maggie, right there.
One and only time, guys.
Right here.
And how did you get this job for this morning?
Maggie.
Because I'm hungry and he wasn't going to make it.
So in this station over here, it looks like we have some pancakes going. Is this John? Is this your creation?
No, it's Chef Tyler.
Chef Tyler?
I'm just the sous chef.
Yes, I'm aware of this.
I do what he tells me to.
Chef Tyler, how are you this morning?
Better than I deserve.
You got some eggs going for us?
We've got a little protein, a little sugary sweet.
Oh, nice.
Only the best for Miss Christie.
That's right. That's right. This is what every meal looks like around here. Gets a little quieter during mealtime.
I better eat these dang eggs.
All right, son.
So after breakfast, we all said goodbye to Russ as he was leaving the group now and moving on to a different destination of his own. We took our obligatory group pictures and then hit the road again to our next destination. The next location, Lake Havasu City BLM land, was my favorite of all, I think, on this trip. And we were sort of on a mission as soon as we got there. Blair got his TV out of their RV. We hooked it up to my Jackery so that we could run it. And guess what? We watched the Super Bowl in the desert, in the middle of nowhere, completely off-grid. It was a really cool experience for all of us, I think. Honestly, I couldn't wait for it to get dark here because that meant the sooner that sunrise would come in the morning. I was looking forward to getting up early and hiking around and watching the sun come up in this beautiful place. So if you're somebody who likes to climb, this is kind of a cool place to climb. And it's not that difficult. It's a little steeper than it looks, but it's still not that difficult. But I've got the sunrise coming up on my left, and I think I'm going to try to get over to there to those rocks before it gets up so I can get a good shot. Here's one. Not so much really a cave, but just kind of cut out in the rocks, but you can tell people hang out up here. Look at that sky. Wow. Then the other cave, whatever you want to call it that, I was looking at is this over here. And I don't think it's really a cave either. I think it's more just a indentation in the rocks. But still kind of cool. On this particular climb, they nicknamed me the goat because the guys looked up and I was way, way, way up here climbing around just having a blast. Okay, so before I started on this trip, it wasn't in the budget to stop by the hairdresser and get my hair cut, and it was driving me crazy. So my good friend Jess here says, I'll do it. So we have some regular kitchen scissors that she's going to cut my hair with in the desert. So this should be fun. Here you go, Jess. And she has no experience in this. But she's also the only one brave enough to do it.
May change my career to this.
We'll see. All right, chop away. So I told her to take about this much off. We'll see how we end up doing.
Just kidding.
So we called in reinforcements. Our friend John here is going to come help video from that side.
Christy getting a haircut by Jesse.
This is professional.
Yeah.
Laugh because you move. Wait.
Oops.
Let me sit up straight. That's probably a good idea.
You almost got
I was fixing to cut it.
You almost. Yeah. Move like that again, you will get a haircut like mine.
That was so close. I was about to do it.
I don't do this just for anybody.
Bet you don't see this on every
Oh
YouTube
shit, I almost
video.
cut my whole finger off.
I'm gonna do like the little twist thing and then cut.
Well, I'm sending you your video right now.
You can airdrop it if it doesn't.
No, it's halfway gone.
Why is it halfway going? Oh my god. My hair or the video?
Yes.
He just says yes. He doesn't say which one.
Let me cut the next one.
This is not a like tag team effort.
Why not?
Switch.
No, I'm trying to be a professional.
Okay. I'm good?
I think so.
Oh, that feels much better. Okay. Okay, thank you, Jess. It's wonderful work.
It's for the birds for home.
Next. Barber seat's open.
Who's next?
No takers?
I got the shavers.
Looks like we don't have any other takers. Thanks, Jess. After leaving the desert spot, we ventured into town, saw the fountain, wanted to see the London Bridge and the area around it, which was pretty cool. We all have to stop for our pictures because we are a bunch of silly people, but that closed out this particular adventure. Stay tuned for part 2. So that's how much we need for our fire camp.
For our wussy little camp, can't burn real wood. Here we are.
It's just for one night, guys. Just one night tonight at the Grand Canyon.
Plus, we have 3 in my truck.
Okay.
Hope you guys liked the video. Remember,
Enjoy
the little things. What?
Are you cutting her hair?
No,
I'm not.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what she wants. She wants it cut.
Can you smile for the video, Jeanette?
And she is a hair cutter too. That's cool.
She didn't know it before now.
Is that like a kitchen?
No. It is.
It's totally
Kitchen
kitchen scissors. Oh yeah. She's like, damn. Look, we're a hardcore group. You're next.
Got some bacon flavor on it.
Y'all can bite me.
She don't eat green. She don't eat green.
You can bite me. Every one of y'all.
Yeah.